Good day, dear friends. I greet you all. I wish you a very pleasant and enjoyable evening together with Marika Kucherova, whom I will have the pleasure of introducing to you in just a moment. Today, we would like to talk together about an opportunity that is coming here to the English and Irish markets because of the company. Whieda is an association for health and prosperity. This company has been operating on the European market for basically 3 years and for a little over a year on the Slovak and Czech European market. That is a very, very short time, but nevertheless, they are achieving truly excellent results, surprising results. And that's precisely because the company has very effective products, new technologies that are highly sought after and needed nowadays. Since I live in England and I also think about the needs of English people, I was thinking about the fact that nowadays it's a problem when someone develops health issues because the processes that operate in England are lengthy. If a person needs to go for some kind of examination, sometimes they have to wait a month or even two or three. And it can be anything, maybe just a blood test, and I still have to wait for it. So, yeah, the waiting time for examinations and the whole process is long and demanding. Many people in England complain that they have to wait 12 hours for an examination when they go to the emergency room, right? For someone that's very, very unpleasant, very uncomfortable. And we actually have something that helps not only to treat diseases, but also to prevent them, which is very desirable nowadays. I would like to introduce Marika Kucherova and her regional sector of the company she led. And she will tell you a little about the company, a bit about the products, about the background, and about the vision that we want to bring together here to England and Ireland. The floor is yours.
Thank you very much. Thank you for the invitation and for giving me the floor. My name is, as Janko already mentioned, Marika Kucherova, and I am in Ireland. So this is how we cooperate, and that's what's wonderful about it, that we're not all in the same place, but it's amazing that we can work together, that we are all like one family. I've never experienced a company like this before because everywhere else, everyone just looked out for themselves. We are a completely different branch, a different line, but we belong to the same group, to the Whieda family, and that's something amazing. This International Association of Health and Prosperity. Here we truly have leadership. We have such experienced experts who are at the top of their field. What do they actually do? Well, I won't list them all here because I'd twist my tongue, but I'll mention one. It's Chodit Hodi. He's the president for Europe for us. He belongs to us, or rather, we belong to him. And he really is an experienced expert with a big heart, which I experienced for the first time when I was in Vilnius. At a Christmas party like that, it was something amazing. And twice also in China, where I was with you, Janko. So you experienced it too. You know how it really was, how Chodit Hodi took care of us. What a wonderful person he is. But you can tell that yourself.
Definitely, definitely. I was really pleasantly surprised because I've been through several companies in my life, and I always noticed that even ordinary managers had this arrogance and the way they looked at people, from above. But at Chodidiel, where the president of the company holds a high position among the shareholders and everything, despite all that, what struck me was his humility and modesty. That he took care of us. Every day he brought us water, brought us food, made sure we had everything we needed, absolutely everything we needed. And it's not just about the president and his role, but about the whole company as a whole, because we also visited the company headquarters and saw the major international awards the company has achieved, the significant progress it has made, and importantly, that behind the company, there is not just, of course, having experienced leaders is a very important foundation, but also an experienced person who stands behind and oversees the actual healthcare. Marika, please tell us more about him.
Well, actually, the advisor is Professor Zhang, a highly respected specialist in traditional Chinese medicine. Let me read his full name for you. He is truly an outstanding expert, and they even named a local place after him, which no other company has ever done. In fact, a star was also named in his honor. Everything, including these Whieda products, is based on the principles of traditional Chinese medicine.
Yes,
And here we really have the very best top certifications, including the kosher CE certificate, which is actually the highest certification. And we truly have all of this, just as you said, and even awards. We even have awards from America.
right.
Americans have recognized Chinese products.
So because they are created, the company deals with technologies and with patents, and as the professor mentioned, who actually oversees the entire process, including production, and ensures that the functionality and effectiveness of the products are of a high quality standard. He is a renowned world-class professor, and we had the chance to see him in person. At the last event, he was actually there with us. I am very pleased and excited about the entire collaboration, both with the company and with the people involved. And it is precisely this enthusiasm and vision that we want to bring to Ireland and England, because we believe that people there also need to hear and see it and to experience a slightly different mood or a different spirit or a new perspective, because everywhere in the world, things seem to be slowly going downhill. To put it simply, and what is most important for all of us, is health. If if a person doesn't have their health, then simply life doesn't even interest them and they can't find joy in it. But if a person is healthy and has all the resources the body needs to function properly, to feel light and healthy, then life as a whole is vibrant, and we have things that help us achieve exactly these results, which I think is the most important thing. What can be done? So please go ahead.
What really caught my attention here is actually this. This is based on recommendations. We try everything out. I bought all the products myself. Actually, I started with the insoles because my feet hurt. So my journey with Viadol began with the insoles, probably with my feet. So these are truly amazing things that help people to improve my health. And when I actually heard what all those insoles and devices can do, gradually I bought everything. Or when I saw what experiences people had, although at that time there weren't even that many experiences yet, because everything we had was what our Oxy brought. And that was when our Oksana was already in Slovakia. What's amazing is that she actually managed to bring together so many people to buy it that now there are plenty of people in Slovakia, in Hungary, in Germany, in Poland. It's spreading to every country. So our task together with Janko is for me to bring it to Ireland and for Janko to bring it to England, because if people in Slovakia can afford to buy it, then why couldn't people in Ireland or England afford it too? Where people earn much more money.
Just for your information, in Slovakia, well, in Europe, they're making 1 million euros a month. The company's turnover after a year, yes, after a year, is 1 million euros, which means that even in poor Slovakia or in the Czech Republic, where people don't have the same incomes as people in England and Ireland, people are aware of their needs and the value of their health, and they have no problem buying and cooperating, becoming partners, because this isn't about buying things to stock up and having a bunch of products at home. You only buy what you really need, and you don't have to make any regular monthly purchases. There's nothing like that here. The point is that people share their experience and the experience of others. Well, simply put, other people use it too, because first of all, we have things that are revolutionary and new, technologies that haven't been used before, maybe only in the military or in some kind of rocket research, but now they are. They've been put into small devices. You could say they're miraculous. They help people every year because things happen here that you wouldn't expect, and yet they do. So,
Yes. And also, yes, the experiences we had when we were starting out, when it first came to Slovakia, there was really no experience except for what came from Russian speaking countries, basically from Russia. And even then, what did Oksana translate? We only had two videos, or those two, let's say, videos with two experiences. And now we have so many more opportunities because every Sunday we do a live broadcast where people share their experiences, where ordinary people come forward and talk about what they've been through. We're still amazed ourselves at what these devices are actually capable of. It's really unbelievable. Even we are surprised by it, that it works for this, for that, and over there too, because people try it on all sorts of things, not just on people, but even on animals. For example, I even use the activator to heal my dog cells.
We wanted to do it here in England or Ireland as well, together for the English speaking world, not to mention that how many countries in the world speak English, which can be reached, and through which, via online and the internet, we can spread awareness of this company and these opportunities. That's a very broad and huge scope because it's something people truly need. That's right. All right, so I want to thank you very much for your attention. And Marika, thank you for accepting my invitation and for your words. We're looking forward to the next meeting or the next conversation where we can talk about something more specific. For example, Marika, maybe you could share your own story about how those corrective shoe inserts helped you and in what ways they helped. That's a very interesting story. I would recommend listening to it next time because it's really worth it. I wish you all the best. I'm rooting for you, Micah. I wish you a nice evening, and I'm looking forward to our next meeting.
Thank you very much, and have a nice evening, everyone. You too.
Thank you very much.